guys.
So,
hello everyone, of course, and welcome to Red United TV. Welcome to Let's Talk Football, the football podcast here with me and my co-host, Allah himself, presenting football family. Allah, what are you telling me, my brother, man? How you been, first of all?
yeah, I've been good. A lot of work, like it's been stressed a little, but yeah, again. At least we got the win. At least we got
We
the
got the
win,
win
even
yesterday.
though
We got the
it
win.
was, it was, it was not the, it was crappy. That's the level we are now. Battling with Sheffield United to get the win, but I guess it's one of those things. 3 points in the bag. Let's just enjoy the show. Guys, smash the like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and let's get on with the show.
And for those who are new to the show, remember we are live across all streaming platforms. We are live on X, live on YouTube, live on Rumble, and also live on Twitch as well. So make sure you guys follow whichever platform you are watching. Make sure you follow the channel as well. Make sure you subscribe to Football Family and become a member
Yeah.
as well. You know, join and support both of us as we run this show. Of course, we've got the Premier League to discuss, yesterday's games. Manchester City as well is also playing today. Can they go back to the top of the Premier League? And of course, we have Barada to talk about and the preview this weekend, Manchester United versus Burnley, where me and Ola will be discussing. So make sure you guys sit back for your comments all related to Manchester United related, and if you're Liverpool, Man City fan, if you've got questions, and you're a Chelsea fan, throw your comments in there as well as we entertain you for the next hour, man. And let's start off straight away because, of course, yesterday Manchester United played against Sheffield United. Sheffield United and Manchester United winning 4-2 on aggregate. It wasn't an easy start for us. Manchester United, of course, as you know, Andre Onana, big mistake. Our boy, man, he keeps letting up. He keeps doing these things. I'm like thinking, is this sustainable? Is Andre Onana sustainable for the long future? Because it could hurt us when we try to do something even bigger than this season, especially in the Champions League, where you saw. I think we have to be honest. He single-handedly knocked us out in the Champions League. You know, those games that cost us, but as well the players as well. But mainly, I would say Onana with those goals that he cost us. But yeah, let's start off with Manchester United. You know, we've got Chelsea, Arsenal, who played Chelsea and finished them. Your team, Arsenal, still in the title race, as you can see. Liverpool title hopes over? That's the question. Can Arsenal win the
Yeah.
league? Let's start off yesterday's game. Manchester United 4, Sheffield United 2. I'm gonna let you start and give me your
Yeah.
overall thought on that game, bro. And then I'll give you mine.
Yeah, I think like I told you, and I'll keep saying it. I'm watching these games, but I know Manchester United season is over. Has been over for the past how many games. We are just watching and hoping just to go. Because we are United fans, we need to support our team and watch the games till the end of the season. But yesterday, you can see how bad the level of United has dropped because Sheffield United, they are 20th on the table. They are last. They are the worst team this season, and we had to come back twice. We had to equalize twice before we could get the win against them. Although, like that, I don't think the score line tells the story of the game because we started the game really well. We put the pressure on them. We were creating chances, but the goalkeeper for them was on top of his game. It was fantastic. Made a couple of saves. Tried to keep us uh, away from getting the first goal. And as you can see, the same issues. We still have the same issues. The one chance they got, they scored 1-0,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you will look like can Manchester United actually throw away this game again to 20th on the table? But somehow Maguire this season has been very good. Has helped us in key moments, scored some crucial goals, which he did again yesterday. And I feel like the first half ending at 1-1 give us the confidence to like put us in a better position because if that first half ended 1-0, I think it might have been a different story. And in the second half again, we came out and the fact that they scored that first goal and we had to come back to equalize, I think gave them confidence. So in the second half, they came out better. They came to football. They were creating chances.
Mm-hmm.
Sheffield United were not scared of Manchester United at all in that game. And I feel like that was of losing the game because Manchester United can be bad, but they still have the players that can turn up on their day. That's players like Bruno Fernandes. They can actually score the goals like the goal they scored yesterday. Can actually turn up and do that in some games. They can actually create in some games. The quality is still there regardless of the performance level. And I think that was where Sheffield United got it wrong. Because they got the second goal, 2-1, we are leading. But they still wanted to get more goals. They still wanted to come out to play United because they were not scared. Like they know this United side is bad. They know they are not on the level they should be. So they had the confidence to come out and play. And I felt like that was what also affected them because at that point, United were like, we can't lose to Sheffield United. They are last on the table. And in the first half, we controlled the game. We had the possession. We created a lot of chances, had a lot of shots. So we can actually do this. Which the players were more careful. They came out and then they went for it. And in that situation, the penalty came. Bruno Fernandes, good, uh, a good penalty. Then that strike from Bruno Fernandes, which was a fantastic strike from Bruno Fernandes. And that's what we want to see week in, week out. I think we are not asking for too much. We know this quality is there. We know these players can actually turn up and perform. But sometimes you don't just know where the performance level just goes. Like everything just go down. Dalo was very good in the game, trying everything,
Mm-hmm.
moving the ball well, putting in crosses. I'm happy for Ireland. He got a goal in that game. Like you could see, yes, it's only Sheffield United. We don't need to get ahead of ourselves. I feel like maybe we had possession in the game. We created a lot of chances. Finally, Sheffield United, but Chelsea due to Sheffield United. We could have lost that game to Sheffield United, but the players stood up and said, "No, we can't lose this game." And
Yeah.
you could see we could have scored in the second half. We could have scored 5 goals in the second half because then we started creating chances. The chances were coming thick and fast, and we ended up winning that game. So I think overall it was a good game of football. I think we saw a pattern, even though it's just Sheffield United. It was possession based. The movement of the ball, the wingers were active. Anthony on this side, Garnacho. Anthony being taken off early in the second half was a very good move from Ten Hag. Ahmad came in. He did a good job on the wing. You could see what they were trying to do. Fine, it's just Sheffield United, like every rival fan will say. But we struggled against every team. We struggled against Coventry in the last game. We know the defensive issues because all our defenders are out. We have only Maguire defending. Casemiro has to play as a centre back now because we don't have a defender. So I think with that, you can understand conceding those goals. Ericsson was in midfield. He doesn't have the legs to run up and down the pitch. Kobe Meno had a good game, and but only Kobe Meno cannot do all the job. He needs support, and Ericsson also helped us in that game because he was the creative outlet. He was his passes were correct. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Ericsson will hit Hollywood passes. He will make the right decisions. The game will tick very well. But
Mm-hmm.
when he has to defend, you know you have issues there because he can't run around the pitch. He can't track back that much because of we know the reasons. So I just think it was a game that we can actually build on against Burnley. And I feel like we have we have a couple of games to go. We can actually win these games. And who says Tottenham still have to play City? They still have to play Arsenal. There is still a space there. We still have to play Arsenal though, but we know when it comes to teams like that, we can actually just get a result against them and just move on. But not saying we are going to win against Arsenal because that might be a very important match in the title, like to decide the title. But I am just saying what we saw yesterday, we can still pick our faults there, but we saw it, but we enjoyed the game better. I can watch that highlights now because I know we created a lot of chances, even though we didn't score much. We didn't score much, but we created a lot of chances. You can say it's just Sheffield United. Yes, it's just Sheffield United, but we Coventry and Sheffield United, I think Sheffield United is still even on a better level than Coventry because Coventry are in the championship. So for us to get that result, I think was important. The goals for Bruno Fernandes for Ireland was important for their confidence because Ireland, you always know our strikers are most times they're always in the graveyard shift. They don't really get the ball, they don't really get the chances. So if they can get one or two chances here and there and score and get a goal, it's okay. It's good for their confidence. Garnacho also was good. He could have finished a couple of chances, but you could see everything was looking good. And I think Rashford not playing also was a very good thing. And I hope I don't pray for any players to get injured, but if he can just be out to the end of the season, it might be a good thing for us because he has been there throughout the season and he has been doing nothing. At least Anthony tracks back. At least Garnacho loses the ball and he tracks back. He runs for the 90 minutes. He tries things. He dribbles. He tries to put in crosses. We saw a lot of things Garnacho created in that game, which we don't get from Rashford playing on that wing. But we all know if Rashford is back again, you see him on the starting lineup, and that's where you put the blame on the manager. Like I'm coming to that because I think I've been very careful criticizing the manager, but I think now he has to take blame for some things we are seeing. The Sunday game, what happened in that game? Fine, fine. Like I was not available to join the catch up because I was at work, but I was like, you are winning 3-0. I get the fact that he had to work with the players he has, but he did the tactics were right. He got the 3 goals. 70 minutes, 20 minutes to go, you can actually just tell your players to sit back. What goal are they looking for? Fine, we know we are Manchester United. We shouldn't be defending against Coventry, but now we have a lot of injuries. Half of the defenders are out. The midfield, we don't have options. So we can actually just defend and see the game out. It's not bad because we've scored 3 goals. The fans are excited. We've given them what things to be happy about. So we can actually just defend and see the game through. Not like we are still going out to look for goals. Our attackers are still bombing forward. And Coventry, I don't know where the confidence came from. I said in my video I posted on, right? The confidence came and they got the first goal. As soon as they got that first goal, I knew there was a problem. And they didn't relent. They kept on going. I don't know how you throw away a 3 goal lead. And I don't care, put in anybody, just defend and lead there with 3-0 or 3-1, and we wouldn't have to play extra time. Wouldn't have to go through that stress of gambling and praying Onana catch a penalty. And that's why credit to Onana, he made a save with the penalty shootout, even though they lost, even though they lost the penalty. But Onana this season, I thought this season it was shocking, but he has gone into the game. I think Onana has been huge in us even still being in the position we are now because he has faced a lot of shots. We could have lost games 5-0, 6-0 if not for Onana this season. So if you criticize him, you need to give him credit that he has done, like he has gone into the game. The Premier League is a different ball game from other leagues, and
Mm-hmm.
and Manchester United has been shit this season. Ivorian, we have been really bad this season. The same way,
Yeah, we'll be shit.
the same way 2 seasons ago on under Ragnick, the guest saved our life then. The same way Onana is saving us has saved us in some game this season because they are facing a lot of shots. We are Manchester United. We should not be as bad as this. But that's the reality. Look at the goals we concede. The games are too open that the goalkeeper does not even have anything to do with a lot of the goals we conceded. But the Champions League, which was a lot of errors from Onana, which we knew yesterday, basically single-handedly took us out of that competition. But if we were in that competition, I don't even think we would have gone far with this performance. We would have, at some point, we would have been out of maybe the. It would have been good to get to the quarterfinal. It would have been good to get to round of 16 and progress. But this season has been really bad at Rorian, and I think at this point we just need to see out the season. Let's just see out the season. Burnley again, we go get the win, move from there. And I feel like the biggest game now is the FA Cup final. The players that are injured, I'm looking at them coming back like 2, 3 games to the end of the season, playing a couple of games. I don't care if we lose and just being fresh. Likes of Martinez being fresh. If possibly, look, sure, yeah, he has been shocking this season with injuries also again. But I feel like if we get these players back, they will help us in the FA Cup final, and we can actually win. It's City, yes, they are the best team in the world right now, yes, but we can actually still win against them. It's final. It's one game. The last FA Cup final, we could have won that game if not that our players were actually just missing chances. We had a lot of chances in that final against City. So I feel like the FA Cup final now is where Ten Hag needs to go get the if he can win the trophy and end the season. And I think on the next show we will actually have a debate about Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out, because I think we need to have a debate about we need to evaluate this season. We need to evaluate this because like
Yeah,
I
we're coming
was
close to that season review as well.
yeah, yeah. I have tried, like I have tried not to criticize Ten Hag too much. I know these players are criminals. They've done this for a lot of managers.
Yeah, but you know what I have to say regarding that match? I sometimes I'm looking at the players and I think you're 3-0 up. You're international football players. You're playing against a
Yeah,
team that's in League One, the Championship, not sitting eighth here. You guys should be able
yeah.
to see out a 3-0 lead,
See out the
even
game.
without even a
Yeah,
manager. Without a manager, I'm
yeah.
telling you that they're beyond these players. They're internationals. Internationals. They're earning way more money, 300k per week players, and they still can't beat a Coventry player that probably earns measly amount of money compared to them. But we still have to work another job. You just don't know. But it's sad,
Yes,
man. It's sad. It's sad,
it's sad.
and
It's
the
sad.
manager's not embarrassed. My previous manager Ferguson would be outraged. Outraged.
But I feel,
If Ferguson will even let you come on the team bus, he'll tell you to walk home
yeah,
from
yeah.
Wembley to make your own way back
But,
to Manchester.
but Ryan, I don't think we all know Ten Hag is embarrassed with that performance. I
He's
don't know.
embarrassed. He doesn't want to.
I understand the fact that you need to defend your players in public and maybe behind closed doors you are telling. But there are some games like it's not just the players and the manager in this situation. The fans too are in the situation. So you need to consider the fans. Because I feel like as a manager, if you come out and and you say that these players they actually had a bad game today, the performance was not
Yeah,
good
so
enough.
true.
That that will give the fans what to hold on. And yes, the manager is seeing what we are seeing, and it's actually letting these players know that they didn't have a good game. Because if you always come out to back the players, even when they are having shit games and they are playing rubbish on the pitch, and that has not actually helped this season because he has backed these players all through this season and nothing has changed. So a little bit of just say what you need to say. Let the media know that okay, yeah, I'm trying my best with these players on the pitch, on the training ground, but they are not doing what I want them to do. Just you don't need to call out players. This is a team sport. You call out the collective because, like you said, you don't need a coach, you don't need a manager to a Manchester United team playing against Coventry. Before the game, I was scared. I was like, "What are we going to do?" But we scored 3 goals. I was comfortable. Like when I went to watch the game. I was watching the Liverpool game because they were showing both games. I was like, "This United game is done." I was watching the Liverpool game. I turned back. I saw 3-1. I'm like, We will still win." They had to just get one goal. And like it was like a consolation. I saw 3-2.
It
Then
wasn't in the conversation at the end of the day.
like as it was 3-2, I knew there was a problem. I knew these players are going to throw away this league. And like I was just pissed from being embarrassed because my friends were killing me already. Like I was just praying we won penalty shootout. Even with penalty shootout, it's still nonsense because this is Coventry. I don't care the players they have. They should have Sims. I don't care who those players are. Manchester United is on a different level. As fit as we still have better players, quality, everything is different. Anthony's salary might actually pay the whole Coventry team. So I don't understand why you can't just see out again. Like without a coach, they should be able to see out that game. This is 3-0.
Yeah,
Defend
yeah.
really well. Everyone go behind the ball. Make sure no cross is coming into the box. These are basic things players should do. That's why I tell people after if you blame the manager, you need to blame the players. Like these players also they are criminals. Like I don't know what to say about the players anymore, and that's why I am 50-50 on the manager, I think.
Yeah.
But regardless, this
Yeah.
manager also he has been shocking this season. Bad decisions. Look at this last game. Ahmad came in earlier, and Ahmad actually had an impact on the game. He could have done that in that game. He could have, like, the decision making, the changes, a lot of things are wrong, and that's on the manager, that's not on the players. He's the one that picked these players. You keep picking Rashford week in, week out. If not the fact that Rashford is injured, he would have started that game against Sheffield United. So, all
Let me
that is
get
on
this.
the manager.
Mhm.
I know, you can just,
You
just take
went
it away, man.
your rant was so long. I didn't even want to stop you. I did not want to stop this guy. Smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms because you guys already seen my match reaction. For those who want to know, like my thoughts on that game, because Manchester United that first 45 minutes, where you know what, yeah. I was really disappointed in the first 45 minutes, especially to concede that first goal. The Onana mistake. Again, I don't know. I have to say, Onana's been doing so well. The guy's been doing so well of late, you know. Important saves, saving us as well. And then you're always going to have that moment of madness. I think that's in him. The moment of madness is in him. So I think this is something that we need to get used to because it happened at Inter. It happens at Ajax as well. It probably happened to him when he was at Barcelona's academy. When he was going through it as well, going through the ranks. So yeah, I just can't believe it, man. Sometimes, but I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna allow him to breathe because he's been very good of late. You know, apart from the mistakes, he didn't. It just that one mistake, he was all right. But Manchester United to concede the first goal, criminal. By the time it got to halftime, was 1-1. I thought certain players did all right. You know, Bruno for the first time, I can say he had a good game. Although he's still done Bruno things, guys. I still think Bruno's shit. So nothing ever changes with Bruno Fernandes, you know. And of course Eriksen playing in that midfield in that pocket with Mainu. I saw control and a bit of balance, and I liked it. Casemiro and Maguire in defense. Casemiro, I don't know what's up with Casemiro, but I feel like it is time for him to go. The players in the second half, they came alive, but the 2-1, when we was 2-1 down, you know, we all lost ourselves in thinking, oh, this team, really? Like, you just come back 2-1 to concede again. But you know what I'd say? You know the penalty that we received? I don't think we needed to take a penalty. I'm looking at the referee and say, you dickhead. You know, the ball went in the back of the net. You blew the whistle after the ball went in the back of the net. You should have allowed that ball to go in and players' advantage. What happened to players' advantage? Because what if Bruno Fernandes himself missed the penalty? What if he missed that penalty? Even though the ball went in the back of the net, as Dalot was pointing, that it could have been a different story. It could have been still 2-1 to Sheffield United. And we would have probably huffed and puffed to try and come back into the game. The strike from Bruno Fernandes was wonderful. The goal was wonderful. Rasmus Højlund, who done nothing throughout the whole game to get that goal in. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned that our players don't know who our striker is. Every week, they probably say, do I know you? Every match day. And you read the articles. I think you read the articles that Rasmus Højlund had issues with Bruno Fernandes and probably Diogo Dalot for not passing to him in when he was in ideal position. And I told you before, I think I said it in the podcast. I said it in the catch-up. I don't know, but every match day I'll be fighting Bruno Fernandes. If I was the striker of Manchester United, I would fight him every match day in the locker room at full time because he never looks for Rasmus Højlund. I don't remember or recall a goal where Bruno Fernandes has assisted Rasmus Højlund. He ignores him. He will rather give it to his best mate Rashford to do nonsense. But we won the match. Fair and square. We're happy with that. We're happy with the 3 points. We've got Burnley, and we'll talk about that because we've spoken so much about Manchester. This became the Manchester United show so quick because we're Man United fan. But moving on from Manchester United, Arsenal beating Chelsea 5-0. Goals from Kai Havertz. Trossard as well. And who else got that goal for Arsenal? I have
Private trusted Ben White.
Ben White as well. I think Ben White got 2 goals. Ben White with 2 goals.
2 goals, yes. Avex 2 goals
Odegaard,
and Trossard with the first goal.
Odegaard proving why I think he's to me, in my opinion, if you're gonna give best midfielder this season, it has to go to Martin Odegaard. Yes, you can name the Kevin De Bruyne and all that kind of stuff. Well, Kevin De Bruyne was injured for majority of the whole season, but Martin Odegaard, the pass that he gave as well, that beautiful pass for Havertz to run into and finish. Oh, splendid. And again, another assist. Odegaard far better than Bruno Fernandes. I know the stats came out as soon as Bruno Fernandes scored that goal. They said that he's created the most chances out of Kevin De Bruyne and Odegaard as well. He's been involved with a lot of goals, but again, I don't see the goals that he's been involved with because you look at Manchester United and you look at our goal difference or minus goal difference. How is it possible? He doesn't set up Rasmus Højlund. But Arsenal looking very good, man. Can they win the league? We shall see, and we shall see because they're still in a race.
Yeah.
Now a 2-horse race, in my opinion, because of Liverpool dropping points. We'll get to Liverpool, The club farewell tour is not going well, Liverpool fans. It is not going well. We know what happened to do it for Klopp, do it for Jurgen, do it for Jurgen. What happened to all of that shit, bruv? Big up Depths as well for just joining us as well. But yeah, Arsenal looking like a threat. They've got this weekend. I think they've got Tottenham Hotspurs. Can they beat Tottenham away from home and continue this pursuit of becoming a top 2 race? Ola, what was your thoughts on that game? Arsenal beating Chelsea 5-0. Chelsea looking like scums. And do you think they can win this league?
Like you know my stance on the league already. I've told you. I think Arsenal can actually win it, and I want them to win it ahead of City because City are beginning to turn our league to the Farmers League and just keep winning it every season. So I want that to stop. But I feel like when it comes to the Arsenal Chelsea game, I need to even go back a little. The Manchester City and Chelsea game. Nicholas Jackson as a striker had 5 one-on-ones and he missed them all. And I feel like for a Chelsea side that are not on the level they should be or are trying to build, you need to take your chances. You might not get more chances in this, a lot of chances in this game, but you need to take your chances. And Nicholas Jackson actually missed a lot of chances against Man City. And if he had taken his chances in that game, Chelsea would have won and Chelsea would have been in the final of the season. So I think the players, they are not looking at this Arsenal game. The first half ended 1-0. Trossard and Enrico, fine. But Chelsea grew into the game, created a couple of chances. Chelsea could have actually equalized in the first half. And I think Arteta watched that game, he understood what was going on, and in the second half he switched it up. And they ended up scoring 4 extra goals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel the influence of a manager in a team is huge because the first half was the 1 goal and Chelsea grew into the game but in the second half they didn't give them any chance at all.
Yeah.
These Chelsea players without Kopama, you can see what they are without Kopama. Without Kopama, they are nowhere to be found because he's the one scoring all the goals. And I feel like it's a good thing for them because now they know they have to look for a way Kopama is either fit by force or they end up losing all the games. 5-0 in the London derby, I don't think. And I think the London derby and the Manchester derby is beginning to look the same because these are games that we always look forward to. These are games that you don't know what happened in those games. You don't know what team turned up. Even when United are bad, they can win against City. But in the last 2 seasons, I think we've been losing these games. Look at the rivalry with Manchester United and Liverpool. Now it doesn't have the level it used to have again because we've lost. Like in the last 2 seasons, we always have like an aggregate of 9-0, 10-0 in both legs against Liverpool. And this is a game that it is very historical in the history of the Premier League. And I think at least the players need to show more fight. This is Chelsea versus Arsenal, a very big game, a huge London derby, and look at the way those players played. They didn't deserve anything out of that game. Arsenal deserved everything they got in that game. And I feel Arsenal need the momentum, they need the confidence, they need to get those goals so they can build on it and they can keep moving forward. And I think that's what they are doing against Spurs. I actually think they can get the win. We know that's also another another derby. But regardless, I feel like they can. They are the favorites to get the win in that game because of the way the players are playing. And now I think that's only what they have. They can only win the league. Champions League is done. No FA Cup, no Carabao Cup. It's only the league. And I just pray City don't bottle this because City can actually make it easy for them. If City lose today, they are giving us now the opportunity to just go in more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only person stopping Arsenal from winning the league is City. And I think we all know that. And City now they are not in the Champions League, so they can actually also focus on the league. The FA Cup, if they lose the FA Cup, I don't think they will really care. But that league, I know City will want to go all out, and City can actually win all their games to the end of the season. They've done it last season, 2 seasons ago, and they have the track record for doing this. But Arsenal doesn't. That's why I feel Arsenal they have a point to prove, but now it depends on City. So and if City slips up, I want to see Arsenal going all out and winning all their games. Fine, we still have to play them. I don't, and
Mm-hmm.
I won't want to lose to Arsenal regardless. But I feel like on the level of they will actually beat us most likely. It might not be 5-0 like Chelsea, but I feel like they have the better chance of winning against United because they have a better team. 5-0, that game was
Yeah, of
just
course,
it
of
was
course.
just
Of
it
course,
was
they got
just
a better
there.
team, but Manchester United, when it comes to big games, you just never know, innit? Like, you just never know what you get. You don't know which Manchester United you get. You probably get a
Yeah,
banana skin Manchester United, or you get a Manchester United that will be competent enough to challenge the team that they play against ahead of them. But let's see if Arsenal can actually beat Tottenham this weekend because it's a big game, and then after
the
that,
big
I
game.
believe they have us. Yeah, so it's a good
That's
running fixture
that's
for us
yeah.
to see whether they win. And
Yeah.
if they win every single one of those games, then to me they deserve to be champions. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
But
I don't
Ivorian
care.
now,
Yeah, listen. See
if
if you do
they
four in a row. It's
if
money's
they
not a
win
business.
if they win all their games, they can deserve to be champions. But if City actually win all their games, they can never be champions. Once City win all their games, so City are in pole position now to win the league. And I
Exactly.
get what you are saying.
Exactly.
I get what you are saying that the rivalry, like Man City, they are just a team coming up. All this they are doing, we've been there, we've done that, and we also want to come back to that level again.
And also,
So
let me tell you
I
something. Their success, you just never know. Whether they haven't even bust their case, they got 115 charges. All of that history
yeah,
can be wiped away. Just like that.
yes.
And guess what? Manchester United got 24 titles because there's been times where we finished second.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like when it comes to this,
Oh.
I understand what you say, and I feel like even I saying that I want Arsenal to win the league, I know I'll be getting a lot of banter. I have a lot of Arsenal fans here in Nigeria. Example, Kule, one touch will be killing me. He won't even listen to me because Kanembi, those guys, they are fire when it comes to the Arsenal fan base. I won't want that, but I just feel
They
like
don't even let you talk. Kanebi don't let you talk.
yes, yes. I just feel like regardless of this is there are 20 teams in this league, and every one of them are fighting to achieve to either win the title, get top four, get top eight, escape relegation, or to do something. And I
Mhm.
feel like we can say, yes, City, they don't really have the history, they don't have the fans, they don't have the name. They are just a new team, just trying to win trophies. So we can actually just leave them because the rivalry is not actually the Manchester Derby, yes, but it's not actually on the level of the cities, the Arsenals, the Chelseas. They've been there years before City came in. So I understand you saying if City wins the league, I don't think it will hold more likely to be as
Mhm.
prestigious as when an Arsenal team or a Liverpool team wins the league ahead of United and the rest. I get, but I don't feel like this not even for the team. I feel like for the players. These players, they've been in the last 3 4 years. They've been trying to build something. They're trying to do something, and I feel like it is fair to allow these players go all out. Just try and win it. If they win it, fine. If they don't, yes, I'm good. But I feel like this season they've been really good. They've tried their best. They've won games. Like look at the way they are dispatching the smaller teams. Chelsea is not even a small team, but they are winning them by 5 goals. They've been winning by 5 6 since the beginning of this year. They've been winning 5 6 4 goals in a lot of games. Even City are not getting the goals Arsenal are getting. Arsenal they have the best goal defense this season. Their goalkeeper also, as bad as he is in David Raya, has the highest clean sheet. This is testament to what the defenders are doing, what the goals are testament to what the strikers are doing. So I feel like these players are putting a lot into this, and they actually deserve to get something out of it. Not so. That's why I feel like I just if they win it, I think it will be good for the players that they because they've had a process. They've gone through a process, and the end goal of that process is to win the trophy, to win the Premier League, to win the Champions League. And if it was United in that process, that is what I would want for my team to do. We've gone through the process. Now we are challenging for the title. Now can we actually go all out to win the title? I think that's the next step for us now. And if they bottle it 2 seasons in a row, I think next season might be disastrous for them because they might not actually be on this level again because it will damper their confidence and it will affect everything. All the possibilities they're having now, I don't think they will have it next season if they bottle that title again this season, which
I
they're already
don't
beginning to do.
know. Yeah, if they don't do it now, you never know who's gonna come up next season and overtake them. You never know. It could be us. I'm just saying, hypothetically, you never know what could happen to Manchester
Yeah,
United. You don't know what this Ineos thing can do. It can either make us or break us. We don't know. Or it could be Chelsea who turns things around, and next thing you know, they're in the top three of the Premier League challenging. You just don't. Or it can be Aston Villa who improves on what they have done, and Arsenal all of a sudden fall back and now can't compete because Aston Villa all of a sudden have improved. They're strong. They're going head to head with Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, or Arsenal, even Man United. And you just don't know. You just don't know what can happen next season. This season you was hot. Next season you might not be hot. But Arsenal
yeah,
making strides, man. And let's get away from Arsenal. Another team that's in the title race, Liverpool themselves. Before we head to Manchester City, who are playing today, Liverpool. Oh, I was shocked to hear while I was doing my watch along, guys. Smash that like button and share across all social media.
yeah,
We're live every Thursday. We normally should be doing that at 5 p.m., but your boy is tired. We got to push it back to 6 p.m. so I can
yeah.
set things up. But next we will be back at 5 p.m. and we've got the watch along this weekend against Burnley. But yes, as I was doing my watch along, going through the emotions because it was high and low, but the chat was telling me, "Oh, Liverpool are losing 2-0." I'm like, yo, what? Against Everton? Are you lying?
Yeah,
Because Liverpool don't lose to Everton. Not even
yeah,
at their stadium. Home or away, Liverpool always win. Like, that's not even a derby to them. That's like two mates play each other. That's the most friendliest derbies where Liverpool fans sit next to Everton fans. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
yeah.
Observe the match here. Watch the whole stadium, especially Everton, especially at Merseyside, at their home stadium.
The stadium,
Goodison.
Anfield.
You will see
Okay,
because
good.
obviously it's
Good listen.
Liverpool.
Okay.
You will see families sitting together, Liverpool fans and also Everton fans sitting together in one block at the same time. You see that around that same. That's the only derby that I know. Me, if it's a Manchester derby and you happen to be my mom and you're a Man City fan, we both go to watch the match. You are sitting in the Man City side and I'm sitting in the Man United side. I don't care if we share blood. Yeah, this is real rivalry, bruv. No, honestly speaking, so that derby don't mean shit to them. But yeah, see,
Yeah.
Everton beat them 2-0, making history for a long time because I believe that's the first time they've ever won that derby for a while because they don't really get the W. But again, do it for Jurgen. It's not working. It's just not working. Jurgen Klopp, the farewell tour for Liverpool. It's just not work. What happened to Liverpool? Like, seriously? Like, Jamie
I
Carragher
can't
must be
do
pissed.
this. Your accent. I don't think. I don't think I can. I can attempt it. So
Hey,
I will
it's not
just
even
go.
working perfectly. It's hard,
I will just go.
There's a lot of
Yeah, it's hard.
speaking and rolling tongue. And the
That's
only reason
Scottish
why this
accent,
helps
huh?
me because I speak French. Now it's northern, but it can get there. You can say it's Scottish because it gets there. The more north you get, the harder it
Okay,
is
the
to
more
understand. You will need
English,
subtitles
okay.
underneath. You will need subtitles. The more northern you get, it's like
Yeah,
in Nigeria. Maybe people that live in the north, their accent is different from those who live in the south.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but I feel like with Liverpool, they wanted to win the quadruple, but now I don't think they can't even get a double. It's done. The
Oh,
Liverpool title hopes is done, and I feel like I'm surprised, but I'm not too surprised because this team at the start of the season, I don't think we thought they could actually challenge for this title
mhm.
because a lot of new players came in. The midfielders changed. McAllister came in, Stoboslai, Gravenberch. There were changes in the squad. There were changes in the team. Salah is not on the level he used to be. He has scored goals this season, but he's not the Salah we all know that will turn up and help Liverpool challenge for the title. But somehow they got it together. The players, chemistry, everything just started watching, and they went on to going to challenge for the title. So I don't think I'm surprised they are battling it now because they were not supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah.
The contenders for this title at the start of the season was Arsenal and Man City. There was the Liverpool was not really because last season was a bad season for them, so no one really thought they would come back and start to fight back and even go on to the level of challenging. So now they've dropped from like the levels have dropped off. The performances level are not on the way it should be. I feel like it's just those players being tired. There's a new set of players, new team trying to just build a fresh team. And I feel next season also is still building for them because they're going to get a new manager in and they are going to just try to
Mm-hmm.
kick on from what they've done this season. I think the chemistry is there. Slobosly, McAllister, those players they understand themselves. They are trying to. Diaz also has been good this season. Salah, I think might need a replacement at some point. He might just go to Saudi league and just make some money and live life because I think he's one age wise he's not I don't think he's getting old, he's getting older and he's not and the levels are dropping. So if I'm Salah, I'll actually just go to the Saudi league or the MLS to cash out and make some money to build an estate in Egypt and just become and just keep enjoying myself. But I just feel like for Liverpool, this season I feel like it's an okay season for them. They won the Carabao Cup like we did last season, and it was nothing. It was just the Carabao Cup. We were being laughed at. They were all mocking us. But now that's what they are going to go with this season. They are going to be ending this season with the Carabao Cup. But the process is there. The progress is there. They've had good performances this season. The players they've turned up. I think there's a lot of positives the Liverpool fans could take out of this season as a whole. But this game, I think, is shocking. Everton, they've been losing games. Everton, I don't think they've won in their last 4 games or 5 games. They've been losing. But for them to go, the confidence they had to go all out and play at least against Liverpool and get the win. Kudos to Sean Dyche and the players because they fought for it, had fought victory to be earned. Liverpool had chances. Liverpool could have equalized and maybe even gotten the win in the game, but Everton nullified all their threats. They kept on playing. They kept on giving their all, going for all the balls. They didn't give them any chance. They didn't give them anything to clear out the game. Because if they had scored 1 goal, 2-1, they might have actually equalized the game and maybe even lost the game. So it was good from these players. And you can't say anything about Liverpool. I think Liverpool they've had an okay season. They played good football, but this performance in this game
Mm-hmm.
was not good enough. And the league to me is done. Like you said, it's in 2 race now, City and Arsenal. I don't think, unless Arsenal also bottles it, or maybe City also loses today, because this league can actually get interesting. Like Ryan. Imagine City lose to Brighton today.
Yeah.
Now
I don't
the
see it
dynamics.
happening, but yeah.
I don't see it happening too, but anything can happen. This is football, bro. So, so I think that will change the dynamics of what we are saying. Because if City still loses today, I think Liverpool will still have the try to do something. That's where it gets interesting. So I think everything from now till the end of the season very important for each of this team, which is Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, and Manchester City. City can actually just keep winning to run away with it, and City can lose a game, and Arsenal end up running away with it. And both City and Arsenal can still lose a game, and Liverpool still come back to be in contention. So it's actually a very interesting season, and it's actually this is the way I want my league to be. And I would love United to be in the mix, challenging for this, but this is the way I want my league to be. I don't want to see a 10 point City winning the league by 10 points. Arsenal winning the league by fine. We know they've not won the league in a while, so that's not an example. But Liverpool winning the league with like 5 points, 10 points. I want to see competition. I want to see the league going to the wire till the end. Under Sir Alex, we saw a season City won the league by goals. We saw a season is just a 1 point, 2 point difference. That's the type of season I want to see. I don't want to see anyone just running away with the league. And that shows competition. That shows that every team is up for it. Every team is fighting week in, week out. So for Liverpool, so sad they lost. And I think their league, the hope for them winning the league might be off. But regardless, it was it, that game was a very good game for Everton, and they will take all the confidence they can. And they actually need to get results because they might actually be they are fighting relegation basically. Not fighting like the Bundies, but I think they can actually, if they lose games, they can actually go down the table and they might actually go go into the relegation zone. So they actually, so Everton too, they need all the points they can get, and that's where the confidence, that's where the fight is coming in, that's where the motivation is coming in. That be it any team, we are not going to lose. We'll go all out to try to get the results, and that at least 3 points against Liverpool can be the difference of them staying up
Mm-hmm.
or going down this season. So it was a fantastic game.
Yeah, Debs is also saying that Liverpool are done, no longer a top four club. Spurs will overtake them and Newcastle too, man. Hey, to me, I just don't see Liverpool doing their thing anymore, man. Liverpool have, to me, the title race for them, their title hopes is done. They've dropped too much surprising points, especially against Everton. I never expected that to happen. And of course, let's move on from Liverpool. Depp says, "Was I right about Liverpool?" And he said that Liverpool are done a couple of times, but I always say Liverpool are better than us, man. They're in a far better position. We will kill to be third right now, so where we're sitting sixth, you know. So yeah, let's move it on from Liverpool because, of course, today, before we move on to the preview where you take over. Last game, Brighton, Manchester City. How do you think that game's gonna go today? You know, because Brighton are playing at home, Man City are playing away. Man City have not been the team that they was last season, getting knocked out the Champions League, making it to the FA Cup final. Hey, we shall see. But today, big game. I don't think I'll be able to watch. I don't think I'll watch this game. I'll just look at the results. But to me, it's definitely a straight win for Manchester City because you know they're in the business end of the Premier League. They're going to whoop
Yes.
Brighton because, of course, of the results, especially Arsenal would motivate them. And I just still believe that Manchester City are angry for getting knocked out the Champions League in the manner that they are. So they have to go for the Premier League and win it and go for a double because the treble is no longer going to be happening, which I'm happy about. No treble, double. Hopefully, it will end up as a single and we take it.
Yeah.
And then we can laugh at
Yeah.
Arsenal fans and say, "Ha ha, we still had a better season than you with a trophy."
That that would be the best way to end this season. Like that would
Yeah,
be the best gifts I can get this season. If we can win the FA Cup against Manchester City, Arsenal fans are dead. And but the same way we might be the one in the situation if
mhm.
if Arsenal end up winning the league because I
Yeah,
don't think
we end up with
for
nothing.
the next like until we start challenging for the title or until we win another title, we won't be able to say anything to Arsenal fans if they win this one league title this season. So that's how bad their fans are. They will keep chatting to us and won't have anything to say. So I think you are already winning me over with this year Manchester City winning the league because if I'm beginning to think about the
Hey,
banter
hey, I'm telling you now,
I'm
you
going to
see
be
it on
getting,
TV. You see it on TV. They'll be on your face
bro,
every day. Kanepi will
bro,
never let you talk. It's been 20 years
bro,
since they won the league, but he will never let you talk. Us, it's just been 10
bro.
years ago, but they moved like we are the ones that's been. It's been 30 years we've been shit. I'm telling you right now,
I
you never hear
I'm actually leaning towards City winning the league because after winning that league is going to be I will get
You
nah,
would never
that's
hear
going
it
to
from
be
men.
bad.
Even Total TV,
Yeah,
they find it hard to recruit a Manchester City fan to come on the show. You know,
yeah,
I'm telling you
yeah,
right now, they
yeah.
don't exist. So you'll be better off with Man City winning because it'll be crickets. No one will hear it. You'll never hear it in Nigeria. No one in Abuja will be talking about it. It just be
What you
crickets.
are saying now, I'm actually just
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I just hope they've lost the league before the United Arsenal game, and I would gladly just go to the studio for that. I'll try to go to their studio for that game. I'll just try and frustrate them with this too because like all I know the annoying thing. All the times I've been to Tunnel TV studio, we have United have not won any game. I went once,
Yeah.
we lost to Liverpool. I went the second time, we drew with Chelsea. The the last one I went was Liverpool. This season's Liverpool, Manchester United, the draw.
Hmm.
We drew that game. If not the fact that we drew that game, nah, the pressure I was getting already in that studio, bro. They will keep chatting to you. The Arsenal fans that we are not playing against Arsenal, but the Arsenal fans are the ones chatting too much. They are the ones saying everything. So I
Exactly.
think that I actually
Exactly.
I agree with you, Ivorian. That I think City should just win the league and everyone will be peaceful and quiet. And
Yeah.
if we win the FA Cup, I think Arsenal fans they will get most too.
Big up Jesse Uptown. I was just draining. I think Saeed just finished his stream. Big up Jesse Uptown, man. Ah, yes. Well, Jesse was with me yesterday as well with that match. But yeah, man, definitely, man. I can't stand to see Arsenal win the league. I will never will, because you'll hear it. I'm in London.
Yeah,
They're everywhere. They're like
yeah,
rats and mice's infestation in London. There's so many of them. They're just all over the place, and they breed a lot. When mice are in your house, there's not just one. It's more than one.
yeah,
It's a whole family. That's how it is with Arsenal fans. There's so many of them everywhere
yeah,
you look around. But
yeah,
again,
yeah.
moving up from City, so we definitely City to win that game. And of course, let's move it up to you. It's over to you. We talking Manchester United versus Burnley preview. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
Let me get that. Wait. Before we let me do it properly. Over to you. Segment changed.
yes. Yo, I think Manchester United, that was Burnley. Like in the last the last preview, I didn't have much to say. Like I told you, United, that was the game against Coventry. So I didn't I didn't have much to say because I didn't know what to expect and see what I got. I got a 3-3 draw and an extra time and a penalty win against Coventry. So I
Mhm.
think this Burnley game, Burnley in the last couple of games they've improved their performances. They won. I think they scored like 4 or 5 goals against. Was it Sheffield United? Yeah,
Yeah.
Sheffield United. They scored like 5 goals against Sheffield United. They
Uh-huh.
had they had a really good game. I think with Burnley this season, they've been unlucky in the way that they've tried to play good football. Company went into Burnley, tried to change the Sean Dyche culture of crossing the ball and nodding to trying to get players that can actually play ball in, and they won the championship. They came into the Premier League, but in the Premier League, it's a different ball game. You can't come into the Premier League and want to play like you play in the Champions League in the Premier League. It's different, and just like you play against Man City and you want to hold the ball, Man City will dominate those games. You can't do that against City, even against United. As bad as United are, you can't just come and say yes. I am by a Burnley. I want to play the passing football, possession based football. It's going to be hard because these are big. You can't do that against Arsenal. You can't do that against Liverpool, even against Everton. So I felt like uh, Company came in trying to do the same thing he did in Champions League, but it didn't work out. And it was, I think, it's a bit like Ten Hag. He was stubborn not to change it. He didn't want to change it. He wanted to keep doing that week in, week out, which is good. You need to stick with your principles. You need to try to instill that in your players. But you might want to play good football, but you still have to get points. You still have to remain in the league. At least stay in the league this season. The next season you can get in better players and build on that. So I feel like he was too stubborn to keep playing that style, and that actually affected because they play good football. They have players that can actually play ball at Burnley, but that won't tell if the result is not good. If we are here, we want Ten Hag to play the finest brand of football. But if he's playing that and we are losing, for instance, and we are not scoring goals, we are dominating the games, we are moving the ball, we are creating chances, but the goals are not coming, and we are 13th on the table or 12 on the or even 10th on the table. We will be sitting down here saying we are playing good football, but this you need the points. You play good football, but you still also need to get the points on the table, score the goals, and just try to just scrape. Sometimes just scrape the win.
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest last season they escaped relegation like 2 or 3 games too because at some point they realized they could not do what they kept on doing throughout the season. So they changed the pattern and they ended up staying up. And this season again, the confidence is better. They are trying to go for it better than last season. So like like if only get relegated, I think it's so sad. And I think they can actually come up immediately if they get relegated. But Company should actually just try and
Um,
look for a pattern. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So perhaps like with this game, Manchester United versus Burnley, I think it will be like the Sheffield United game. We might actually still concede first.
Hmm. Yeah, of
But
course. We still facing a lot of
no,
shots.
yeah, we'll still face a lot of shots because the confidence Sheffield United has to play us that way to come out and play. Veteran Diaz is the player they have. Ama. I don't know how old that player is, but if he's still a very young player, I would love to get him in my team. I've watched Sheffield United in the last 4 games, and Ama has stood out against Chelsea. He was one of the players that almost killed Chelsea. Like
Mhm.
and you could see the fight. You could see what they were trying to do. the first goal they got gave them the confidence. The second half they came out, they wanted to play ball, and they were creating chances. They could have scored 3 goals. They could have scored 4 goals. Sheffield United in that game. And I think Burnley now, I think they have better quality players going forward, so they can actually still get goals against United. So we need to be compact. We need to defend very well. We need to just try to make good decisions with the ball. Like sometimes you see Bruno trying to eat a very stupid shot and he ended up losing the ball, and before you know, we are on the back foot, the ball is in our net. So we need to try to just keep it simple. Do the basics, create the chances, get the goals, and defend really well. Once we get 1 or 2 goals, we have to be cautious of the way we attack. I think this season it has been back to front. By the time we win the ball, we are going forward. By the time we lose the ball, we are on the back foot. It has been so opened all through the season, and that's where the manager comes in. You are seeing holes in this team. You are seeing that this the
Mm.
team is too open. You are considering a lot of shots. You have to try to look for a solution to that problem. It might just be a temporary solution. Okay, Casemiro, sit here, try not to go away. Just sit here for the throughout the game. Try to cover this position. Okay, Kobe Mino, you can do this. Look for solutions to the problem. We've been opened. We've been considering
Just to let you know, Ola, you're kind of breaking down your connection.
we've lost a
Ola, you're breaking the connection. Like, you're breaking the connection. Just try and
Oh,
sort
okay,
things
okay,
out. Because you're crackling.
okay. Just go on to go out and
I think you should be all right now. Smash that like button, guys, and share across the social
yeah,
media platforms.
yeah.
I hope
Okay,
we discuss. But yeah, go on. You're back.
I think it's okay. I think it's better now. Yeah, thank you. So,
Yeah.
sorry for that. Just a little bit of connection issues, but I feel
Mhm.
with Burnley, we just need to get the 3 points. And the performances has been shit all through this season. Like I said, we can try everything. I don't think we can start playing good football now. This season is over already. I don't know what they want to do. We've seen against Sheffield, we were opened. Against Coventry, we considered 3 goals. 2 goals yesterday night. We considered a lot of goals. So we are actually going to concede in this game. But hopefully, the players will put in a fight and try to just get the 3 points, get a couple of goals, and we move. Because I'm not expecting anything special. I'm not expecting us to go and dominate the game against Bondi and win them by 5 goals. I don't think it will happen. It has not happened anytime this season, and it should start today because I'm not seeing anything that will show me that will just give me a glimpse of hope that okay, yes, this is what I'm seeing. That yes, this team will start playing good football tomorrow. So now I feel like the 3 points is important. Maybe because I like the manager so much that I don't want him to be sacked. And if he doesn't like himself, he can actually just pick any side you want, and he will lose his job at the end of the season because these people coming in, that Wilcox guy that I'm seeing, I don't think he's going to he's going to give Ten Hag any opportunity to do rubbish
I don't think
here.
so. You already saw it in the news that apparently he needs to start playing possession-based football. This is the new style of Manchester United. And boy,
So you
of
see,
course we played Sheffield United, and obviously we dominated possession. But come on, at the end of the day, it's Sheffield. Yeah, we expect to dominate
Sheffield.
possession against Sheffield.
But regardless, Ivorian, if we can see something like that again against Burnley, I think we can
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
that as progress. If we can actually dominate the game, get a lot of shots like we got against Sheffield, against Burnley, that's actually going to be also that'll be like the positives to take out of the game. Coupled with the 3 points, though, I don't want to see possession based football and end up losing to Burnley. I don't think 3 points and possession based football. I think that's 2 games in a row, and hopefully we can see it again in the third game. And maybe it's just maybe our players are just waking up to start playing ball now. But it's just so sad that the season is over. It's so sad, but I know, and I think I've said a lot about this already. So
Even I know you hug all the lights, man. But you know what? Yeah, in this show, I don't mind if you hug up everything because people need to know who you are. They already know who I am. This is my channel.
Yeah,
You need to know who you are, so you can talk as much as you want. And basically, it's the Ola show, and it's not it's not my show.
yeah.
But yeah,
So
you know what? Yeah, one thing I'd say, Ola, is that we're close to the end of the season. Burnley are in a relegation battle, and they have not sacked their manager. Hats up, because you know what, the manager, you know what he represents in it. We was
yeah,
hoping that he'll do so well. To see a fellow black manager, and he's still there. He's
yeah,
not sacked. So it's testament to Burnley to sticking with their guy. He brought them
yeah.
into the Premier League, and he will exit their Premier League with them and do it again the following season. Because they probably believe in him, and then you know what? It'll be a good test because Burnley play possession-based football, just like Company likes to play
Yeah.
possession-based football. He emulates his previous manager as well. So to see, it will be a testament to see how good we are at keeping the ball against a side like Burnley, who are
Yeah.
also good at keeping the ball, or and who are, whose football is based on keeping the ball and keeping things neat and tidy. So, but against Burnley, definitely, I feel like Manchester United will go at home. It'll be a similar match to against Sheffield United. You're right. They probably might end up scoring the first goal, and then we come back
Yeah.
and win. But as long as we win by margins to just and better the goal difference, it will be great. It will be great to see, if we can win 4-0 or 4-1 or 4-2 or 5-2.
Where is this for coming from, Ivory? And I don't want to like.
We
I
won
feel like you
4-2
guys.
against Sheffield United,
We,
and then we're in
we,
relegation battles with Burnley. So you
we,
emulate the same thing.
no, I feel like no disrespect to Sheffield United, but I feel like Burnley are a better side than Sheffield United. Fine. I don't think I actually even feel company can actually get a move away from Burnley to like a top, to
Well,
another
well, well,
another
well,
team
well, Burnley are
above.
on top of Sheffield United with 23 points, while Sheffield United's got 16.
That's
Just for the
that's
position.
yeah. So see, okay, I just feel like Burnley.
Mhm.
I, I watch a lot of games that I'm not supposed to be. I don't want to say I'm not supposed to be watching because I actually love football. So I watch a lot of these lower teams also, not just United every week. So I've watched Burnley a lot this season and I've seen the way they play ball. We struggled against Burnley in the first leg of against Burnley in the first leg. I feel this is fine. I would love to see 5 goals. I would love to see 6 goals. But this game now is going to show Burnley that even if you are on top, you don't just leave everything to like, okay, it's United, they are bad, we can win. Because that was what, see, if Sheffield United have defended after getting that second goal, if they have gone back, they've defended 10 plus the goalkeeper, we've just been eating the ball anyhow. We might have lost that game 2-1 because we know we struggle to break teams. We struggle when it comes to teams that defend really well. Well, Sheffield United, I feel like they were too naive. They were enjoying the ball too much, and they felt like yes, 2-1, we can actually go and get three. We can actually go and get four, and they could have gotten that, but United took that and just kept on going at them and ended up winning that game. I don't think we'll get that. Sometimes those games end 2-1 in favor of Sheffield United. Sometimes those games end 1-0 in favor of Sheffield United because they can actually defend that one goal. So Burnley will actually watch that game and actually try to learn from that game and not want to make the same mistake. So I think we need to start on the front foot and try to get the goal because if Burnley get the first goal, that's a boost for them. That's a boost for their confidence. They can actually now go all out and say, yes, we will defend this.
Mhm.
And you know who they have as a manager. He's a very good defender. He can actually just push all of them to the back and they defend. And they end up winning that. We know we struggle. Even teams that are open, we struggle to score. When you now see teams that now defend, it's going to be hard. It's going to be another job, a very hard job for us. But like I said, we are at home. We can actually get the win. We can actually get the goals. But it depends on how we start that game. Because we always concede the first goal and end up winning. We can concede the first goal and end up losing the game. It's just Burnley, but now they are in the relegation battle. They did, and you can remember the years of Newcastle, Sunderland in the relegation battle. Towards the end of the season, they will just start winning. They will start winning the big teams. I could remember a season where Sunderland won against United. They won against City, I think. They won against like three big teams towards the end of the season. Because then the confidence, then they have nothing to lose. Either they go to relegation or they stay up. So you just come all out and say, yes, we'll fight for this. We'll try to just do anything and see if we can get the result. So the confidence level is going to be different. And our players, we know them this season, they don't always put that fight. They are not always ready for the games, I think. They always wait till we concede. They always wait till till we are on the back foot, then we start fighting. So this Burnley game, I think what's going to be good for United is if they can get the first goal, if
Mhm.
possibly get the second goal, and stay compact, stay together, try to defend the game very well. Counter attack when you can to get the third goal, but don't just be open because Burnley would not defend. Burnley will actually come out to play against United, but that's how bad we've been this season. And let's also add that up. Your
Yeah,
prediction, you've already said 4-2, you've said
I'm
uh,
gonna go with
4-1.
a 3-1 scoreline. 3-1
Oh,
United.
okay. I will go with a 2-1 win United. That was why I went to I think we both went with 2-1 against Coventry, but later we got 3-3. So our so now I think I'll go with a 2-1 win. We should be able to get the win. Uh, I don't know. But United, it might end up being 3-3 again, like the commentary game. But I'll stick with 2-1. Iberian is saying 3-1. I think by the start of next season, we should have like a leaderboard of the prediction. And we
Yeah,
know
we definitely.
who is getting the prediction right. Because I don't think we've gotten any prediction right since we
Yeah, I
started the
don't.
show.
No, we
Because
haven't. We haven't. We've been hit and miss. The only thing I've been correct about
uh,
is Arsenal getting knocked out by Bayern Munich, and we've been wrong on
yeah,
Man City
yeah,
getting through to the Champions League semi-finals.
yeah.
But let's move it up to the next segment, the final segment, which won't be that long because we're coming close to the end of the show. News came
Mm,
out regarding Omar Beretta. It has been discussed and stated that Omar Beretta to join us mid-July. He's currently on garden leave, like all the other people that we've been trying to chase, like Dan
yeah,
Ashworth on gardening leave. Him started mid-July. So do you know what? Yeah, I
yeah,
thought we was told end of June. The preseason starts in July. Of course, there is the Euros, which will disrupt the transfer window and obviously delay transfer from players from coming in the Euros itself. You know how it is when these international tournaments take place in the summer. It slows down the transfer. You always have to wait until the tournament is done to start seeing transfers activities take place, unless people have been signed before the end of the season. And we also hearing that Frimpong, you never know, can happen. But yes, but Barad himself, we've got we got Wilcott who joined us last week Friday and witnessed Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-finals to reach the final and probably assess Ten Hag. He's there to assess. He's the
yeah,
new technical director, and then of course he was there in the match, and we've read reports of him instructing Ten Hag to play this style. We've already set. It's lovely to see that he's been there for a week,
yeah.
and they're already starting to tell him this is the playing style that we want to see you play. Fuck your what's it called?
Traditional
Transition
football.
football. Yeah, fuck that shit, man. We are mentioning that we want possession-based attacking football. Show us what
Yeah,
you, which Ten Hag is capable of doing because he done it at Ajax, because he has the right players. He had the players to suit the style. Now that we're getting the right people, it's kind of scary to think that they're going to review him. If they stick with him, they're most likely going to get the players that suit the style. Because I do believe Ten Hag can
yeah,
play possession-based football. He's Dutch. Then
yeah,
the inventors of total football, so he can play that.
yeah.
But back to Beretta. How do you feel about that mid-July? Do you feel like it's okay? Obviously, we got Euros. Do you feel like we should be getting him in early on the door, or do you think like what kind of groundwork can he do? Are we hoping that the other people come in before he comes to start the groundwork? Because of course, Wilcock has started the groundwork, you know, but our CEO coming in mid-July. Do you see it as a problem? Because this is
Mm,
when the transfer window's open. Business is supposed to be started. You're supposed to identify the players that you want. Without the CEO, can we finalize things?
but with this, I feel like if the deal is done, as you have heard that the deal is done, I think it might not officially resume. It might officially resume by July, but I think you will have a say in what is going.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Because yes, I don't think we'll actively be in the transfer window from June. We'll be
yeah, it
scouting for
opens from
players.
June.
We'll be in for players. Okay, Danashot might come in early. You might you have Wilcox in early. You might get some people in early. But I think he would also still be working already. I feel it's working now already because it's beginning to map out the targets, beginning to map out the okay, what players do you guys want to get in this? So I feel it might not resume officially until July, but I think it will actually be working to July because if we don't get any player in, or if we don't get any good decision until July, I think we are already on the back foot. We should be getting players in June. We should be getting fine. We know the Euros is there, fine, damn actually, but we should have known, okay, this is our target. We should be going for the players. We should have gotten like one or two players in, because immediately after the Euros, then the preseason starts. I think the preseason starts, yeah, after the Euros, the
Mhm.
preseason starts and
Yep.
the league resumes. So
Mhm.
signings need to
Be
be in
done.
early. We don't want to see the usual Ed Woodward style
But I'm
of
scared it
signing
could
players.
be the usual. It could be the usual because everyone's coming in at the time where people are already looking to sign their players. June, the transfer window opens. The tournament started. Some people are already planning players before the tournament starts. You look at Real
Yeah,
Madrid; they're probably
even now.
getting their signings done, getting it done right now as we speak.
Yeah,
But we need to be proactive. We need to know
they've
who's
gotten
playing.
Mbappe. We are getting
Exactly.
Hendrick is in already. So I think
You know what? I dream of Mbappe. You know, the door's still open for us to try and sign him because again, nothing is announced, but I'm very sure it's already the deal's done. But maybe the
I
contract will
no,
come and
but
done.
we play at Mbappe. I don't think he wants to come to United.
No,
He
but
might,
I know. But if we can persuade him with the new project, maybe he might not
yeah,
100% want to go to Real Madrid. You never know
it's
with the
possible.
player.
It's
It's all
possible.
about money. And Real Madrid are not willing to offer the money that they were going to offer him before. We've heard rumors
Before,
that
yeah.
it's a bit
So
iffy as well. The contract's a bit iffy about the money, but it depends about the player and his ambitions and whether he wants to
yeah,
join this
yeah,
project. Because
but
Real Madrid got too much. Endrick,
yeah,
Rodrigo, Vinicius
Celia.
Junior. Bellingham. Someone else. I heard that they're interested in Haaland as well. Maybe next season or the season after. Where's
It's
Mbappe
mad.
gonna fit in all of this nonsense, bro? There's too much.
So, like you said,
Alaba. I'm not even Alaba. I mean, Alfonso Davis. They're chasing him. That's
yeah.
another huge signing.
And like you
Like,
said, I feel like with the point you're trying to make, it's actually valid because
mhm,
if he comes to United, let's say he comes to United, he has the opportunity to play, not just play more, but to actually stay with a team that's trying to build, become one of the key players in that squad,
mhm.
and the talent is there. He's a very good player. He's you will see the difference of having a Mbappe in your squad any day, anytime, and he can actually just start the process with the Ineos project and build the team together. But I just feel like City also is basically where he can go to and just keep enjoying his football because
Of course, of course.
every key player is available. I think Real Madrid next season is going to be way better than what they are this season. Because look at the type of players they are bringing in. Adding Mbappe to that mix. Hendricks is a fantastic young player. I don't know what. I, that's why I think the Ineos actually needs to change things. The scouting needs to be better. The recruitment needs to be better because this Hendrick guy was recruited by the Madrid scouts in Brazil, and
Guy,
he's
well,
just 16, I
who's
think.
signed?
16,
He's
going
17,
to
turning gonna be
17.
18, joining them in summer. And in Brazil, you can't leave the country until you're 18.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
imagine what the guy, like the eye test. Look at what that guy is
You've
doing
already
already.
seen Brazil, him
Yes,
getting his free goals already.
look at what he's doing,
Already,
and
look what he's doing in
I
Brazil.
don't know. I feel like the scouts we have in our team are just sitting down in the office and just eating chips and just chilling. They don't really they don't really do anything. So that's
Well,
why
mhm.
something needs to change, and the change is coming in now with the likes of the Omar Barada. But I just think it will still have a say. It will still
But
be
you know what,
working,
yo?
but not
Don't you feel
officially
like this
resuming.
is typical Manchester United? Everything is so damn fucking slow.
But I
It's
just feel
still
like
slow. It's still
it's
slow.
still
I'm not even
slow.
if we got a new owner. It's still slow. Yeah, we found out that we're getting a new CEO in January, and we have to wait until July. What kind of nonsense is this? Like, what kind?
But I feel I
Why do we have to wait? These guys are staff, non-playing staff. Yes, I know you have to give them notice. Well, come on, man. Garden leave 6 months notice.
the,
All this nonsense. Come on, man.
you
These
know
are
what's going on
non-playing staff.
with these guys is because we have to go and take them off the hands of like Omar Barada now is from City, for instance. Now we
Mhm.
have to go take him off the hands of City. They'll have clause in his contract. They'll have things. They'll have a procedure they have to follow before they can get him off that contract.
Ah,
So I feel that is why that's the reason why it's harder. We are not just getting Omar Barada that's at home or that's in a very small team that doesn't really have like a contract. If you are City, you will have like a contract binding you. If you want to leave, there have to be procedures they need to follow. There have to be a
no, no,
time
no, no,
frame.
no.
there has to be a time. So I feel like those things are what is actually affecting this deal. Look at Dan Ashworth too. We are
Mhm.
struggling to get that deal done because there's a lot involved in that deal too. So that's why I feel like now I'm trying to be patient because
But look, yeah. Even if we get that national, I've heard rumors about him starting in September. Bloody hell, we need him now. We need
now,
everyone now
yeah,
to
yeah,
plan.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
see what I'm saying? It still feels like it's Glazer's era. Like everything is slow. Typical Manchester United. We need to start hitting everything right. But you know what? If it means we have to be patient to get the right people in, so that the
It
next
just
couple
has
of
to
years is
be.
successful, it has to be. But it's
Yeah,
very frustrating knowing that
it
we have
has
to
to
get rid of
be.
players. That means not every player is going to be sold that we want to get rid of. That's what it means. The
But
transfer that we might get might not be the amount of
yeah,
players that we want. Maybe next season where everything will take full effect. But is what it meant. But you know what? Yeah,
but
just have your say, and then let's wrap this up
yeah.
as we come close to the end now.
I
Mhm.
won't lie to you. I feel like I have been through a lot supporting Manchester United.
Yeah.
In the last 10, 15 years, I have I have hated my club, but I have never left.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had the feeling that what am I doing here? What am I doing with this team? What
Uh-huh.
like something needs to change. When is it going to change? Who is going to come and change it? There've been a lot of questions I've been asking with no answers. I think this is the first time I'm actually getting answers to some of those questions. Like
Yep.
a
Yep.
new CEO coming in, a new director of football, a new
It's
technical
opened
director
door.
coming in. We are beginning to see those changes. So now I feel like I have been patient with United for the last 15 years, playing shit football and not doing anything reasonable.
Yeah.
Apart from the league we won under Sir Alex and all. But I think now I can actually be patient for 3 months to allow
But
Omar Berada
imagine,
come in.
imagine,
I can
imagine
actually,
being in a relationship with someone, married to someone, and for 17 years they don't even talk to you. 17 years, they don't tell you what's their plans, where's this
so
relationship going. You
yeah.
know, until now, you
So
meet
I
someone,
feel
you
like
divorce and you meet someone else. You're like they're giving you everything all at once.
yeah. So I feel like now this message is not just to United fans. I'm just like we can if it takes Omabeyada to come in to change things, if it takes Can Ashworth to come in to change things, Wilcox to come in to change things, we don't know for a fact if anything is going to change. But with their track record, we've seen what they've done, and we want to believe in them, want to give them the trust that yes, now we are seeing answers. Everyone was there for years without we screaming every year. Every year we carry Glazers out banner. We keep
Hmm.
shouting and screaming with nothing changing. But now we've done that to the extent that they could sell 25%. At some point they will sell everything. Yeah, I know. But for now, they've sold 25%, and the person coming in charge has given them the condition that I want to handle the footballing part, and they've agreed. So now I don't Glazers just need to handle the financial and every other part, and Sergeant Market is the one with his team are going to be one in charge of the footballing part, and that's why we are going for people like this. The people that were there before, John Moto, Richard Arnold, those guys were just businessmen that were here to make money. But now we're actually having footballing people coming. So I feel like we just need to be patient. We have to use this word again, trust the process, because we don't know we'll be trusting the process for the past 10 years, but now we are seeing things that can make us trust the process. So we need to trust the process. Hopefully these people come in, they make good decisions. If it takes sacking the manager, I don't care. If it takes bringing in new recruitment team, I don't care. As far as everything changes and we start seeing better, it will still take time. It will still take a couple of years for things, but we need to start seeing the groundwork being done. We need to start seeing little implementation on the pitch. Like you said, if if the news we are hearing is true that Wilcox came in and said we need to play possession based football, and we are seeing it immediately, imagine what we are going to see in the next 1 year. So
Hmm.
that shows he's demanding of something. That shows he knows what he wants, and he's telling the manager, "This is what I want, and we need to look for how to work with this and do it." And imagine you have people like that in charge, the results will come out at some point. So patience is what we need now. Hopefully, these people come in. We're getting a couple of players.
Hmm.
We if change the manager, if we don't, we just try to build a team, and we can actually see changes in our like kudos to the under 18 team. They won the under 18 FA Cup. Uh I think the FA Cup, right? The under 18
Hmm.
Premier
And
League
the
Cup,
18
something like that.
Premier
Yeah,
League Cup. Yep.
yeah, Premier League Cup,
Yep.
the 19 Premier League Cup.
Hmm.
When have they won that? I think the under 21s. I think we won the league, the Northern. the league in the Northern League something. I could,
Yep.
yes,
Which is the Premier League Northern side, but would
the,
they have to
yeah,
play the final? I think the national final. I don't know if they play Man City. No, we beat Man City Premier League Cup, but yeah, they have
Cup.
to play the national final now because the
Yeah,
Premier League under 18 is split into two divisions, North and
yeah.
South.
South, yeah.
Mhm.
So like these things are things that we've not seen in the last couple of years. But I don't know. It might just be that everything is just working out. It's beginning to work out the way we want it. Because now our youth players are beginning to grow to get better. We saw the debut for Aiton. I can't pronounce his name. Let me bite my tongue. But
Ethan Wheatley,
yes,
Wheatley,
eh,
Wheatley.
yeah, Aiton weekly yesterday. He played the Premier League Cup and got to the first team. And now I mean, it's like we are seeing what we know United for recruitment, good academy, good players coming through. We are beginning to see that again now. And I think with Saji Matlib and Ineos and these people coming in, it can only get better. And we can actually have a lot of players from our academy in the squad playing week in, week out and giving us their all because they are United through and through. They know what it feels, what it means to be Manchester United players, and they will turn up. I just feel we just need to be patient and hopefully I pray to everything, be it the Muslim, Christian, I don't care what you worship. I just pray it actually works out. And in the next 2 3 years, we are back or we are on the road to where we want to be. Progress, we are seeing the progress on the pitch, on the back room, everything. The injuries this season alone is like a cost. It's like we don't we what are our medical staff doing? So if it takes changing the whole medical team, I don't care
Mhm.
as long as things change and things get better. And I'm hopeful because I've been here through this and I will still be here to enjoy United playing good football and supporting my team and being happy supporting my team again, winning trophies and just being on that level I want them to be again. So
Yep, that's it, guys. And of course, we have come to the end of the show. Ola, we all want exactly the same thing, man. Big up to everyone that's tuning in right now as well. Smash that like button. I think we're on 10 likes. We've reached our target. Okay, we're back
yeah.
again next week. Ola, any final words to the viewers before we wrap it up?
Guys, like, subscribe, share, follow Football Family on our social media platforms. My YouTube channel description is in the title. Just go subscribe, support me. A lot of content coming in. Support my bro Ivorian.
Mhm.
This week has been hectic for him.
Yeah,
Shows
I've been
back to
streaming
back.
from Sunday all the way to today.
Yeah, back to
Hey,
back shows and like that's what we're here for. We're here to give you guys the content, give you guys uh like you guys need to enjoy being football fans again. The opportunity to say what you feel about your respective teams. And this is not just the Manchester United segment, this is for every single one. The Chelsea fans are welcome, the Arsenal fans, the Liverpool, everyone is welcome there. Have your say, give us your thoughts on every little team. It needs to be a banter and just enjoy football, subscribe, follow us, and just like people watching later on playback, like the video, drop your comments, just engage with us, and just continue supporting our Red United TV and football family.
exactly. And that's it, guys. That's from us. As always, like I end the show, remember to keep it united, remember to keep it red united, and remember to keep it football family.
Football
We are out.
family.
We are out. See you.
Yeah.
Peace.